Here in front of me, we have a bag that is from MountainTop, and it is a 40-liter backpack, hiking backpack. In my opinion, this could be one of the best budget hiking backpacks you're gonna find. Now, when you head over to Amazon.com and you literally type in budget hiking backpack, this is one of the ones that comes up. From about 4 months of using it, or around 3 months of using it, it's an incredible backpack for what you're getting. Like, the value for money is just outstanding. I'm gonna just go through the pros and cons and just give you a review of the bag. I've used this backpack for a few different backpacking trips. I have also used it for a lot of different local hikes. I use it as just a day hiking backpack as well. Anyway, let's just jump into the pros and cons of this backpack. And this one, just for reference, is the MountainTop Speeding 40 liter. Now, there are different variations of this backpack, so just keep that in mind. They do many different versions of the 40 liter, but they also do 55 liters, they do 30 liters. It's best to just go over to Amazon, and they've got a fantastic homepage listed on there that lists all of the different versions that they have, and they do all sorts of different backpacks. But for me, I was looking for something kind of in the middle that was for, let's say, 3 days to maybe a week of hiking or trekking, and enough to carry my camping gear, my trekking poles, my sleeping bag, clothes, you name it, the standard things you need for a backpacking trip. And not only that, I just wanted to use it as a day pack, like going hiking or mountaineering for a day up at one of the peaks or so. It's done a fantastic job so far. Do keep in mind, this backpack does not come with a warranty. On Mountaintop's website, they might list it that there is one, but I'm pretty sure that if you tried to contact them, which I haven't been able to find that, you won't be able to get your backpack repaired from them if there's a damaged thing. Luckily, though, on Amazon, there's a 90-day return policy. So you can do that if there's something wrong with the backpack and you're not happy with it within 90 days. Or is it 30 days? It depends, I think, on the country that you're in. The material that they've chosen for this backpack, I think, is really durable, all things considered. I think that the bottom is got a really nice thick ripstop material. The nylon there is really good. So if you scuff it on the bottom, it's not really going to get that many scratches. It's also quite breathable, which I like, and it just feels like such a high quality backpack. It feels like an Osprey backpack. There are some minor complaints, like the branding isn't really my favorite. Like, I don't think I think the logo could be improved, and random little things like that. I'm not sure if it's 40 liters. Maybe if you use the bungee cord on the outside, then it's probably around 40 liters or so. But I think it's more like 35 liters when I fully stuff the bag. And by the way, the zippers are all from YKK, which is a brand which is renowned for being really high quality zippers. So when you want to get into them, you've got 3 compartments, and they're quite long chambers. Like, you can think of it like that. So you've got a front compartment, a middle compartment, and then a back compartment. And the back one that faces your back is the biggest one, and that one you can fit actually a 15.6-inch laptop in case you were planning to do this just for standard travel, not for hiking or anything like that. So for that alone, it's also really useful because it's kind of like a multi-use backpack instead. It's kind of a strange system because I would have preferred to maybe have had one of the zips at the bottom so that you can access stuff from the bottom. I actually like that system because that way you can separate your clothes. Maybe if you've got wet stuff, you can, if it's been raining a lot, you can put your wet clothes at the bottom, keep your stuff dry at the top. There is an included rain cover. It seems to work, nothing fancy with it, but you might want to replace it later. The back chamber, let's call it, or the biggest compartment, with your sleeping bag. It then takes up all of the space in the other compartments. So it's just a kind of a weird design choice, in my opinion. You might as well just make it into 2 smaller compartments and then make the other one just one large one, if that makes any sense. It's just a strange design because they all interfere one another once it's all stuffed up, or once the bag is completely full. Now you do have on the outside a place to attach your trekking poles, which is really good. Depending on the model you have, there's a buckle that goes on the bottom, so you can attach like a roll top, a foam pad. You can strap that on at the bottom. Mine didn't come with a buckle, so just keep that in mind that there are like 4 different versions of this bag. When you want to attach your tent poles, for example, or you're wanting to put a water bottle in there that's quite large, like 1.5 liters or so, you can do that with this backpack because it's got a nice cinch strap here that buckles up. And I think both sides, yes, both sides have a buckle. I've been mentioning all of the pros. One of the cons of it is that the waist strap is pretty useless. You could literally almost cut it off. You don't even need it. It's actually extra weight. The shoulder straps are pretty decent. There's not too much padding. I do feel that like after a long time, because of it depends on your body's shape and such, but for me it does kind of dig into my shoulders and near my neck. I would say that the straps are pretty good quality. When you cinch them down though, they don't move very smoothly. So on a plus side, they don't unloosen at all. They stay tight and exactly where you left them. But for example, the waist strap, when you buckle it up and then you want to tighten it around your waist, it is extremely difficult to pull the straps. They don't actually move unless you really force them, and then suddenly they start to move. So just keep that in mind, is that the straps are very stiff and don't move very smoothly like they do like on an Osprey backpack. It doesn't fit me so well. It's going to depend so much on what your body type is, I guess, and how it fits you. It's kind of a general, it fits all kind of size. The back of it is not so comfortable. There's not a lot of padding at the bottom. I have loaded up this backpack with 10 kilos of weight. And the whole backpack, by the way, I forgot to mention, is 1 kilo. So it's incredibly light. It's definitely a beginner's backpack for ultralight backpacking. Overall, I'm pretty happy with it. It really does the job, and for the money, it's so surprising. Like for me, when I was looking at other people's reviews, it was mainly, is this backpack going to last me? I can tell you from experience that the material alone is very durable from what I can see so far. It's not super water resistant, but I've been comparing this to a Decathlon backpack that I have done a review on. It's a 35 liter or 30 liter backpack, and this is marketed as a 40 liter one, right? And the prices are very similar, and I really think that it's hard to choose between a big brand like Decathlon and these Chinese ones, which have very high quality craftsmanship and they have very high quality materials that they've used. If you use it very heavily, it should last you, I would say, 2 to 3 years or 5, maybe 5 years, if you're lucky. Just remember that things like the fit aren't going to be so good for this backpack. They're just kind of guessing on general average body type. So the fit could be a lot better. Anyway, that's pretty much it. If you have any other questions about the backpack, I can try and answer them down in the comments below. Subscribe. I do lots of different outdoor content, backpacking, bikepacking, hiking, cycling, you name it. I love the outdoors. So that's it. Thanks for watching.